You're listening to the AstroMommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the AstroMommy community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. If you would like to support the AstroMommy Newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Subscribe on Substack, share it with a friend, schedule a reading, check out my family's Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo, or just leave a tip. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. Grand trine in water with the Moon, Venus, and Neptune. Dreams, emotions, and psychic activity. Daily Horoscope for Friday, June 2nd, 2023. Good morning, friends. Well, tomorrow is the full moon in Sagittarius, and that means a full moon poetry slam here in the AstroMommy community. Every new moon, I create a word list as a poetry prompt, and then every full moon, I share the poem I have written from that word list. Participation is, of course, optional. Some people have shared their poems in the comments section of the full moon post, and others have sent them to me as a reply to the newsletter in their email. And some people just like to collect the word lists for use later on. Whichever suits your fancy is good for me. This is a way that I like to acknowledge the new and full moons, and at the very least, I hope you enjoy the ritual. You can learn more about the lunar poetry ritual here, and you can access this month's word list on this post. I look forward to sharing my poem tomorrow and hopefully reading some of yours. And just as a friendly reminder, the Lunar Poetry Ritual is available for all subscription tiers, but the weekend horoscope for the full moon is only for my paid subscribers, so consider upgrading your account so you never miss a weekend post. Plus, the paid tiers also have the ability to leave comments as well. $5 per month gets you access to both of these perks. Okay, let's get into the astrology. Today feels a little bit special. We have a grand trine in the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, building between Venus, Neptune, and the moon. That will perfect this evening, so the whole day may be colored with this easy, harmonious, and flowing energy. Our dreams, intuitions, and psychic awareness may be in a heightened and somewhat euphoric state. Before this grand trine perfects, the moon in Scorpio makes a few tense aspects though, so we're going to talk a bit about those and then get into the grand trine. The moon is in Scorpio all day on Friday and won't enter Sagittarius until 1:03 a.m. Eastern Time, technically on Saturday. But if you're on the West Coast, then obviously she will ingress at 10:03 p.m. Friday night. At 2:52 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, the moon in Scorpio perfects an opposition to Mercury in Taurus, who is moving fast at 1 degree 10 minutes of arc per day and has entered the 3-degree engagement range to Uranus. Mercury will conjoin Uranus on Sunday, so we are feeling this energy today and all through the weekend. Mercury and Uranus together could represent surprising news coming out that shocks us in some way, or a sudden unexpected message arriving in your inbox. We could also experience a breakthrough in our thinking about something that we couldn't have planned for, so expect the unexpected over the weekend with this one. The moon opposite Mercury here, as he approaches Uranus, may be felt as nervousness, unreliable communications, finding out about lies, trickster activity, or just something simply shocking. Mercury is the trickster after all, and besides representing communication, thinking, and writing, also can symbolize thieves, con artists, and magicians. With the energy of an opposition at work, this could also be symbolic of deciding whether to speak up about something lunar, like your feelings, needs, and/or desires. The moon in Scorpio is thinking intensely about these things and is seeking a deeper connection in all areas of life. At 5:41 a.m. Eastern Time, the moon forms a quincunx to Chiron in Aries, so there could be a change or a separation from our vulnerabilities and inner wounds, especially in regard to our identities. And lastly, before the grand trine, the moon in Scorpio forms another opposition to Uranus in Taurus. And again, we are dealing with something unexpected coming about that may be shocking or revolutionary. It could be a decision that you make that creates instant change that may be uncomfortable. Some people may experience emotional outbursts or unpredictable emotions. Starting at 6:42 p.m. Eastern Time, Venus, the planet of love, affection, and what we value, perfects her trine to Neptune, the planet of illusion, idealism, and what we dream of. Venus and Neptune in a harmonious trine can symbolize a lot of good things like romantic love, increases in your finances, more creative imagination, feelings of joy, and pleasant experiences. It could represent harmony in our environments through aesthetics, music, and the arts. At 8:41 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon joins the trine, first to Neptune and then to Venus, perfecting the equilateral triangle. The trine aspect is a 120-degree angle between planets. So the grand trine means that we have a 120-degree angle between all three planets. And if you were to draw it, it creates an equilateral triangle. You can see the grand trine in the chart of this moment below in blue. The moon in a trine to Neptune and Venus represents feeling in love with love, affection, popularity, and sociability. It could feel like doors are opening for you, but it's not a time to just sit on your laurels and enjoy the open doorway. You still have to walk through it. The obstacles have been removed or the door has been unlocked, and now it's up to you to accept the opportunity. With the moon being in her fall in Scorpio, this could be a very tempting offer. And my only caution is that you fully listen to your intuition about whatever it is. And although this energy is extremely pleasant feeling, if I was electing a time to do something for someone, I would never pick a time during a moon in Scorpio because it's too emotionally charged and distressed. So my advice is to wait to respond to this opportunity or new doorway until the weekend when the moon ingresses into hopeful, optimistic Sagittarius and is in a better emotional state. This will be followed by the moon in her detriment in Capricorn though, so whatever you are deciding to do will require determination and hard work. So just keep that in mind and make sure you are willing to show up and fulfill your end of the deal. So all in all, the energy of Friday is positive and encouraging. It also seems like a really creative time to write poetry. Just saying. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for today? 52, void of course moon, missing. On this card, we see the moon shining brightly with a bolt of lightning in the background. The void of course moon is a time in her lunar cycle when she is not making any aspects to anything before she ingresses into another sign. So it's a period of being in limbo. The great Renaissance astrologer William Lilly says that during a void of course moon, quote, all matters go hardly on, unquote, meaning either that nothing happens at all or that whatever does happen occurs with some friction. The void of course moon can also represent things being missed, lost, or false. There could be inclement weather or cancellations that we can't do anything about, and then we have to sit in the waiting room. As the guidance for the day and integrating it with the grand trine energy between Venus, Neptune, and the moon, I feel this card is trying to tell us to not expect all our dreams to come true today with this transit. Allow whatever is supposed to happen, happen. Let the divine energy flow through you. Maybe you are the doorway. I believe what to do next will become clear over the weekend. Let me know if this reading resonates with you in the comments. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, AstroMommy.
Thank you for reading or listening to the Daily Horoscope. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's card was pulled from the Black Moon Astrology cards available on Amazon. If you seek knowledge and enlightenment, the AstroMommy Newsletter may be right for you. Side effects of reading or listening to the AstroMommy Newsletter are common and include joy, jubilation, delight, happiness, gratitude, love, triumph, feeling in tune with the universe, experiencing deep insights, reflections, and contemplations, a lightened soul, a lighter step, feeling awake when others are asleep, illuminated, enlightened, having spiritual experiences, noticing repeating numbers, animals in nature, or songs on the radio that speak to you, getting vibes, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsmelliance, feeling like you know secret language, biophilia, crying tears of joy, emotional literacy, feeling lively, stable, exalted, having an auric glow, or feeling like you woke up on the right side of the bed have all been reported. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a very small commission. Thanks for listening.